All right, I'm going to show you guys some examples of tunnel books that students have done in the past. Some of these are mine that I did as the demonstration, and over the years, students want to keep their tunnel book, which I understand, and I've taken photos of them as groups, and I can share that on the Canvas page so you can kind of see some more examples. But there are some student works in here as well. So we used to make them differently. This book here is an example. I used to put a joint in the cover, which you can sort of see here, but that is not a good thing to do because it causes the cover to pull back like this. Whereas the one we made here, where we didn't put a joint in, we just left a little distance between the board and the spine piece. It doesn't pull back like that. It stays even. So that's why we do it like this now, but you're going to see some where you notice this little thing happening, and that is because this is not attached to the interior, and so it pulls back a little bit. So this is one that I did a bunch of insets, and I put paste paper labels in there, and this is the interior. So I used some grommets to cut holes, and then I set grommets in there. You can see that to the back. This one doesn't have anything on the spine. And then this is a paste paper on the side here. This is the one I just did, and I did start doing the label, and it made me start thinking that the stuff I'm doing here, I had some stamps that are these circles, and I thought I might start doing that on the interior as well. I just left the interior blank for now. But then I do have this concertina on the side where I cut that slit, which is kind of interesting. I sort of like that you can see through the color, especially because of the color. It's kind of nice. You can imagine if you could think ahead, you know, you could put type here or something so that there would be, you know, words or something peeking through there. That might be interesting. And of course, you could always print on the concertina as well. So yeah, that's a pretty simple, just a circle. But that's the finished book. I just wanted you guys to see that. This is a student one. Someone did pretty recently. I don't think she's a student anymore, but that's a nice job. And then I like that reflective paper in the background. That's kind of cool. This is another one that I did. This one's sort of pulling back up. No, it's actually okay. Maybe slightly. This is a gelatin print in the background here. And then I used a little piece of paper that I had hole punched. It's just attached. That does not have an inset. It's actually sitting on top there. I was thinking about the springs when I did this. So I did a tunnel book a couple years ago about the springs in Florida. So that's using gelatin prints and then the cut holes. I think this is a student one. Oh yeah, I love this. It's like an undersea kind of a landscape piece, but I really like that. That's interesting. It's a lot of cutting, and I'm pretty sure this was cut by hand. But there's some little details in there that are really nice. See that little lobster claw right there? I love that. Yeah, that's really nice. And the background is solid black. You can see that here. So it really lets the colors pop, you know. This I think is one that I did, and I didn't put a label in there, but there's an inset there. Oh, it's the back. This is similar, but it's just using triangles. It's similar to the circles. but the triangles are rotated and it reveals different colors all the way back. This is another one that has that joint, but I love this. It's really simple, but it's a diamond shape, just in that kind of rainbow palette, but then the same thing on the inside. It's pretty nicely done. It's really neat. A little bit of glue right here. That's what happens when you get glue on. It can get shiny like that. This is one, I think I showed you guys this one. I don't know why that's so reflective. On the first day of class. This is one that I did. This is one with circles, but I only used parts of circles, half circles, and different things, and that's much more visually interesting. I think it's very outer space looking, and then the use of that pattern paper is nice too. And then the pop of just one time the red in the background there. It's pretty cool. This looks like a planet, the surface of a planet. Oh yeah, this is student one, which I think is really, really interesting. It's an illustration of a lady, but it's all done with cutouts. Each panel has different cutouts on it to make this illustration. So that would take a lot of work. I think you'd need to make one so you could plan what you're going to cut where, so you could see all the way through. But I think that's great. This is another one with the circles and with the groove still in there. So that's just a simple circle, but then the addition of the smaller circles with the screw punch. Nice. And this is another one that I did. That's clouds, similar to like kind of those telescopic clouds. That's harder to do because it was completely organic. So it's almost like they're too similar. I should have made them really different, and I think that would have shown better. And then this is the last one. This is, honestly, this is one of my favorite books anybody's ever made in class. It's a tunnel book, but it's so funny, and I just really like what this person did. And this one, they actually put two pieces in the cover. So they made an extra panel. So there's one on the very front and then there's one right behind it too. But those teeth, the throat, I love that so much. I keep pushing the wrong direction to get it centered. But that just shows you what's possible. So yeah, have fun with this because this is a fun structure, and it's a great opportunity to try things out. You know, you're going to make the one that's going to be simple, and then you can make one more complex like this, where you can try something out. And to me, it's the trial is just doing it. So if it doesn't work, you know, okay, that's just what happened. So try what you want to try, and hopefully it'll be what you want. I think I lost my connection again there for a second. But what I was saying is just, you know, try something and don't worry so much about it being completely right. And you can always take like just pieces of paper to, like for the one with the woman in the shape. Find this again. I would think you need to like do a little test, and you could just take torn paper and just try to figure out, okay, wait, this one needs to be this next one needs to be, you know, I want to be able to see the jacket, so I'm going to cut that part, and then I want to be able to see that shirt in the background, so I'm going to do that. And what's going to be the face, how far back am I going to go for that, you know? So you would want to try it, and then you could just transfer those cuts to the final pieces. And that's what I would suggest doing if you want to do something complicated where you do have to plan. But yeah, have fun with it. It's a great structure for color and for text and for not text and shape and all of those types of things. It's very geometric. You know, it lets you do things like this if that's what you want to do. But think about text as well. I'm going to give you that little treasure that I'm not going to tell you here what it is, but you'll know at this point probably when you see this video. For your assignment is going to be that little treasure that I gave you in the little ball. So you'll get to pick that up and figure out what you're going to do with that. So, all right. Thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye.